Hello, my lovely Cancers. Welcome to Soulscape Tarot. My name is Christina, and I'm going to be doing your general read for the upcoming month of February. I hope, upcoming month, stuck in January apparently. This month, February, I hope that y'all are doing well. Please remember these are general reads, gender neutral, roles can be reversed, and take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let's see what we have for my Cancers for February. So far we have the Underworld and the Vision. So... the Stone, the Ocean, the Shapeshifter, and Agape. Okay, Cancers, what's going on here for the month of February? I mean, Cancers, as much as I want to start with the underworld, I don't feel like that's where we're starting. I want to say that, you know, through all of these like transitions that you've been going through and, you know, like whatever, however it all plays out for you, you know, there's just been a lot of like sorting through people and coming into yourself and just feeling more confident in who you are in general and you know, anchored in not only yourself, but also I think in, you know, like this vision that you have, because you guys have had this idea, you know, this goal, you know, personal goal that you've set for yourselves, and you've undergone a lot of changes recently that have really kind of, I want to say, like stationed you to really set off toward that goal. But simultaneously it is, I want to say, awakening you just in terms of like just illumination of self. I mean, everyone's been having, I mean, this is like a huge theme for everyone, is transformation. And with the Shapeshifter here and the Stone and the Agape, I get the feeling that you're just kind of, it's almost like this, like you're transitioning. I mean, a huge theme for a lot of your reads has been seeing your value, no longer being like a lump of coal, now being a gem, and, you know, like behaving accordingly and expecting people to, you know, treat you accordingly. And, you know, just kind of being like, no, that's not who I am anymore. You know, like, sorry, I don't know what you want, you know, like, like transaction declined, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's not going to work for me now. And I want to say that you're kind of coming into like this, it's a different version of you. It's kind of like that, like you're not questioning, you know, like why are people, you know, like what's happening? Why is everything so confusing? To being like, okay, like boss ass shit. Like I want to say, you're like, okay, wait, no, now, you know, like I'm not going to be timid about this anymore. I know what I'm doing. I've got this. And I want to say just really like bringing your life back into balance in a major way. Because everything that you've experienced, you know, like the burning hot sun and the creatures of the deep sea are kind of like, this is an idea of like extremes. And Cancer, I feel like in a lot of ways you have experienced extremes. Especially when you've undergone, you know, valuation. And I don't want to say that it throws you off a little bit, but I feel like it's just kind of that idea of like, understanding and anchoring in yourself. Like this next version of you, because this next version of you is different than the old version of you, which makes complete and total sense to me given, you know, like the whole transition. But I guess what I want to say here is that it feels like when people look at you, they don't even see the same person. When you look at yourself, I think you see where you've come from, who you've been through it all, and how you are finally coming into balance with all of the experiences of you. I like that. Okay. Let's see what else we can get from my Cancers. The stars been popping up for everybody almost. I want to say like almost every single read, the star and fortune fairy or wheel of fortune have popped out. It's that Aquarian energy. Everybody's feeling it. Queens. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And that's, again, it's that boss energy that I'm feeling, you know, kind of like, okay, come on, let's cut out with the bullshit. Like, no time for that. You know, we've already, you know, left that behind. It's time to move toward, you know, what you have been envisioning for, you know, quite some time now, Cancers. And I want to say lacked the confidence, lacked the motivation, lacked the, you know, like the gumption and your umption to really like push it. You know, you were just kind of like in survival mode for a while. And I want to say you've been coming out of survival mode, but now it's kind of like that cleansing phase, you know, like if you were, what are those? I feel like I just saw like an alien movie or something the other day, but like where they were out and then they had to come inside and like clean off before they could go inside to the thing, ship or whatever. But it's that idea of like you were on the outside and then you were like you've been going through this cleansing process, and now you're ready to like really step forward into, you know, the place to really move forward. That was a terrible story because I really didn't know what I was talking about. Some movie with aliens. 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Queens. Okay. Queen of Wands twice now. Queen of Wands is fire energy. And this queen is just about living life to the fullest. You know, I mean, this queen is like, hold no bars. You know, like, we got shit to do and it's going to be fucking fantastic. You know, like, let's go. I mean, I think in the card, she's inviting someone to like come and dance with her. Like, they're also, you know, like, do you wanna? Can you even? You know, like, but I mean, that's the idea, you know, that you are just like, I want to say like on fire right now. It's an Alicia Keys song. That girl is on fire, gender neutral, but like you're just like, you feel like you're on fire. You feel like you're really ready to like embark on this next level of your life. Like you have your sights set on what it is that you want. You know, and I feel like you are like master archer in this scenario. Which is fantastic. The 5 of Cups also popped out kind of over to the side, and I feel like it's just maybe, you know, like you have moments of doubt, or you have moments where you're just like, this all feels like it's too good to be true, you know, like almost like pinching yourself, like looking in the mirror, like who's looking back at me now? You know, but I don't feel like that's the energy of the read itself. I think it's just kind of like yeah, you know, you're feeling great. You're doing awesome. You might feel a little, you know, like worried or confused at points in time because you are taking on a whole new role in your life, a whole new version of yourself. You know, one that's not studied by previous life experiences. The Empress. Yeah, I mean, that's the Harvest card, you know, and, you know, heavy with that Queen energy still. But taking out all of your experiences. I mean, it does seem like you're just, like, you've taken all of the positive elements that you've acquired, that you've learned along the way. You're taking this, like, self-recognition of who you are through the transition rather than who you were at the beginning of it all, and really just moving forward. And I want to say coming together with some people to work on a project. You know, for some of my Cancers, I feel like this could be, I feel like there was something that was changing in your, like, in your workplace in your last read too. I feel like that was a thing. But I don't know if you're changing jobs, or if this is just something on the side that you're working on, you know, like possibly like an art project, or, you know, like just a side hustle. I don't know. I feel like whatever it is, it's something that you're very passionate about. It's something that, you know, like, it's something that really excites you and ignites you, you know, like sets you ablaze with passion. And also, I want to say, empowers you to really just move forward with like strength, you know, like I feel strength. This is very heavy, and Leo energy. I don't know if you guys have Leo in your charts, or if you could be, you know, like coming together with somebody who, you know, has Leo. Probably. I mean, it's everywhere, right? We've all got something in us. But whatever it is, I mean, it seems like a very, like, I feel just like excited and ready, you know, for what is coming next. And I feel like that's how you guys feel, you know, like you just feel ready, you feel empowered, you feel strong, you feel like nothing is going to really get you anymore. And the only thing that may get you is self-doubt. But even still, you know, I don't get the feeling that that's going to be happening, because you have the Nine of Wands and the Hermit here. And when you have this card, I feel like it's just kind of, you're cutting away with any of the isolation that you had been engaging in. You know, like if you guys had kind of pulled back a little bit and you were like, okay, like I gotta adjust. I gotta like refocus here. You know, it's almost kind of like I don't know, I just like cleaning a window, you know, like when it's raining and you're like, oh, I have to clean the window and I have to put on some, you know, like I have to get ready. And then now you're going back out and it's almost like the sun's shining and you can see clearly and you're ready to go. Be a part of this project, be a part of this next adventure in your life that is really just calling you to be like a strong, empowered person. Yes. The Thread and the Lover. You know, this popped out for somebody else. I can't remember who. But it's that idea of being connected to something that you love. I mean, Cancer, this could be, I want to say this is your vision, and this is, you know, like something that you're passionate about. I mean, I just feel so much passion with this read, you know, like an excitedness, and it's just kind of like moving toward this next level of your life that I think you just, like, you feel connected to. I almost feel like there's just this pull that can't be denied, because it's just like you love it, like it excites you, you know, like anything else you can talk about and you're like, yeah, great, cool, yeah, but this, you're like, let me just like tell you about this. And I feel like it just like it whatever it is you're working on, you're fucking stoked. And I think you love it, and I think you feel connected to it. That could be, you know, love relationship, but I don't feel like this, you know, like otherwise has a lot to do with love. But let's get some more clarifiers and see what's up. the Five of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I mean, I feel like this is just the idea that you're walking away from anything that just doesn't like meet you where you're at. The High Priestess is someone who is spiritually aware and just, I want to say, aware of like all realms, and there's such a huge change in the energy and in just like people's lives in general at the time, that I feel like you're kind of like completely walking away from anyone that doesn't meet you where you're at. Like if you're not on that vibe that I'm on, like if you're not resonating with me, I'm not fucking with you. Like almost like this like your tribe got you're upgrading your tribe, I want to say. Not that your tribe now isn't, wonderful or whatever, but I feel like there's just a huge transition that a lot of things are changing for you. Community, possibly place of employment, but you're focused and you're taking charge. You have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. And Cancer, I want to say this is you, that you've been just very focused on moving forward and coming into yourself and being emotionally fulfilled and coming into like the truth of who you are. The new truth of who you are, because I think that you've changed in a positive way. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but that is, whoa. And the idea with the Page of Cups is that she'll share with you if only you ask. But otherwise, she's just kind of like engaged in her life and her journey, gender neutral. And then you have the Hierophant that popped out. So Cancers, it could be that, like somebody that you're working with is, you're calling in somebody who's your match, who shares with you in a vision and wants to, work with you on that. Oops. And we had the Five of Cups pop out with the High Priestess, and we had the Four of Cups pop out with the Hierophant. So for some of my Cancers, I don't know if it's that, like you'd walked away from someone and, like it was kind of like this sad, like I'm sad to leave you behind, but I have to go. And it just kind of like had this feel to it. For others, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But these did pop out, and it does kind of have that feel of having had walked away and feeling sad, but with each of them, like with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. But I want to say that you're moving past that, whether this is somebody who, you're meeting along the way, who, like is drawn to your passion, or if it's somebody who, like who you're working with, or if it's, your friend who, like shares in this common goal. I don't know how that resonates, but with the Lover and the Thread, I do feel like there is kind of a romantic level love connection here, with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. But take it how it resonates. It could just be that it's somebody that you're working with on this vision, but whoever it is, it's somebody who's at your level. These aren't even kings and queens, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, nah. But anyways, yeah, I hope this resonates for y'all and you have a fantastic month. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.